Well, hello there, Aquarius. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing a special reading. We're going to take a look at what you can expect these last few weeks of 2022. So, a lot of times this time of year, we're closing out cycles or projects, situations, relationships, and getting ready for that new year. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's see what you have here. Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted, and Yin. Okay. Allowing yourself permission, okay? I feel like there's something that you intuitively, Yin is the divine feminine, listening to our intuition, tapping into our higher self. I feel like there's something intuitively that you need to let go of and perhaps close out before the end of this year. So there's this sense of I need to take care of something here, right? Whatever that might mean, a relationship, a situation, intuitively, you need to take care of this, but you've put a lot of time and energy into it. So it's something that is hard to let go of, to release. And yet at the same time, it is having compassion for yourself, giving yourself permission to look at this situation or this relationship, to value it for what it has brought into your life. The wisdom you have gained, the experiences, the adventure, and to realize that even if you are moving on from the situation or relationship, that none of it was wasted. I feel like for some of you, you may feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into this, and it's not easy to walk away from because you have given so much to it. You had high hopes that this was going to work out, and now you realize that it's not. Yeah. So this is on your path, understanding that right now you're kind of a little bit playing it safe, and keeping this in your life, not willing to let it go because there is something bigger out there. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like, well, if I stay in this, if I keep the hope alive for this situation or relationship to work out, then I don't have to move on, right? And yet intuitively, I think, you're knowing there is something bigger and better out there path. And then finally, we're going to take a look at advice from Spirit. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune underneath here, taking the action, you are being called to follow your heart, to take the action that you may need to take in order for, the blessings to come in. The Wheel of Fortune is also about divine timing, something coming in, an opportunity here at the end of the year that helps to take you on a new path. We also have the Emperor here, so Aries energy, and High Priestess. Wow. And underneath that, the Strength card. Yeah, having the strength and the courage to use your intuition to help guide you, to help you to take back your power in this situation and understand that none of this has been for a waste, So your present energy is discovery, and then we have the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're here at the 9th hour. The Nine of Wands is the 9th hour. You're discovering something here at the 9th hour. But the problem is that I feel like this discovery is helping you to realize I put all this time into this and this isn't the right thing. It's kind of interesting because I don't know if I've ever gotten this message with this. It's like, this gold miner, he's been here for 9 years, 9 months, 9 weeks, whatever it is, right? And finally, he discovers one little nugget of gold, that teeny tiny nugget, right? And it's kind of like, oh my goodness, I put all this time and energy into this project, situation, relationship. And after all this time, this is what I get. This is all I have to show for it. No, That's not true. There's a lot more that is here than just this one little golden nugget, right? And the golden nugget is in itself very valuable, but it's also understanding that you've also gained a lot of perhaps confidence in yourself, a sense of you can persevere for a very long time, right? You've been able to look at this situation. You may have learned different ways of how to mine gold, right? You could have met other people while you were mining this gold that now are bringing richness to your life or helping you to see the world in different perspectives. So it's understanding that there is nothing wasted, even if at the end of this, this miner is sitting here and after 9 months or 9 weeks or whatever, only discovers this little gold nugget and says, I've put enough time into this. I think I'm going to go somewhere else and try something else. It's kind of like, okay, but you still have that experience of learning how to gold mine, right? Or mine gold. There's not just the experience, but, all the people, the situations, the different things that you've learned on that journey. So let's see what we have here. Magician, 6 of Cups. Yeah. For some of you, it could be that this whole situation has to do perhaps, with a family situation, trying to manifest, bringing something back together, trying to manifest this happy family, happy home type of situation. It could be that you are the mother of this family, or, you're dealing with a mother in this situation. But you're trying to manifest, perhaps, you've been working really hard to get your family together for the holidays or something like that. There's, a situation here where I think you're focusing actually on other people instead of focusing on yourself. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing to her family, but at the same time, is very nurturing to herself, takes good care of herself, takes good care of her money, her finances, her physical body, right? And knowing that you have all the tools that you need in order to manifest whatever it is that you want. You don't always have to be the one that's taking the action. There is something about trusting in the universe, trusting other people, allowing other people to keep the family together instead of you being just the glue in this situation, allowing other people to also be the glue so that you can kind of step out of that role of being the glue and put more time and energy into what it is that you'd like to manifest for yourself. So let's take a look at your obstacle here. We have a loving woman and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, this is the Empress energy. I feel like you have put a lot of time and energy, once again, perhaps in a specific relationship or a family relationship. Some situation here where you have been the one that has been very loving, very giving in this situation. And now here, perhaps at the holiday season, you're recognizing, all year long with the 9 of Wands, all year long, I have been giving to this family. And now all of a sudden, perhaps your children are saying, maybe they're grown or something, and they're saying, well, we're kind of busy, or, oh, I'm going to go see so-and-so for Christmas or something like that. And you're kind of like, no, wait a minute. All year long, I've been giving, doing things for you. And all I want, my Christmas wish is that all of you are here for Christmas. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Yeah, I feel like, you're disappointed. You're disappointed in all the time and energy that you gave, to the situation or something. This is interesting because I know this won't resonate for everybody, but for some of you, you could have been in a relationship, a romantic relationship for some time, and you may be thinking you're getting, a diamond ring, getting engaged here at the Christmas season. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't pan out. And it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, like how much longer am I going to wait around? How much longer am I going to give to the situation and not get the commitment back that I'm looking for? So let's see what we have here. I think especially, for women, and I know this, is maybe, for women, I'm just going to say it, for women, and it doesn't mean that it can't not be the same for men, but I think for women, sometimes in our society, we are considered kind of the glue of a family. We may be the ones that kind of plan the holiday activities or family events, family vacations. And it's kind of like, I feel like you have been putting a lot of energy into that. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like you could feel like your family is taking advantage of it, not grateful enough for it, something like that. It doesn't mean that they don't care about it, but for some reason you are feeling that kind of right now. Yeah, it's about, using your intuition. Both of these, Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. And you have Yin. Okay, so this is your obstacle, using your intuition to try to find the justice in this situation, the balance, the harmony in this situation, Libra energy here. Because I feel as if, you could be perhaps because, Aquarius, you can sometimes, be, you're an air sign, communicate how you are feeling in this situation. You could be telling your family how you feel about this situation, right? But you could be so emotional about the situation that the way you're communicating it, okay, is, not helping for other people to see your point of view. It's about going back within and asking yourself, it could be also that you're tired of giving so much, especially here in the holiday season, right? And you're kind of like, when I really think about it, I would prefer to go away on vacation instead of having everybody at the house. It's just so much work. Or something like that. It's okay, how can I balance out the energy? Or perhaps asking some of your other family members, right, to help out with the planning or cooking one of the meals, right, or something like that. You could be the one that does it all, and all of a sudden you're kind of like, wait a minute, everybody else needs to pitch in here, because at the end of it, I'm feeling so drained, So let's take a look at, yes. Yeah, it's communicating. Okay, yeah, communicating here. Okay, your love for others, but also your love for yourself. So I feel like that's part of it, is just communicating, okay, to yourself, but also communicating to other people in this situation about how you feel about it, but in a very calm and, thoughtful manner. It's really part of it to be, honest here, Aquarius, is that the people in your life just think that you enjoy doing this. Okay, there's almost that sense that you are feeling like they are taking it for granted, or they just expect it out of you, right? The truth is that they feel like you truly enjoy it. I think you do enjoy it. You're just kind of tired, right? You're weary. You've been doing it for so long. You want some help with this, or you just want other people to pitch in, or maybe you do just want to go on vacation by yourself, right? So your advice here is joys, fun, and Page of Cups. Yeah, allowing yourself to have fun, giving yourself permission to do what it is that you want to do, right? Instead of trying to make whatever this is, happy for everybody else. I feel like you may be sitting there saying, I'm happy when my family's happy. But the truth of the matter is, you may be coming into this situation where you're kind of like, yes, I'm happy when my family's happy, but I'm also happy when I'm not so tired because I've done all of the work, right? I've put this all together, and for weeks you've been working on it. I know how that is. So it's kind of like, okay, instead I'm going to give myself permission to not do it all, or to cut back, or to ask for help, or to say this year we're only doing it for 2 days, we're only getting together for 2 days instead of 5, or whatever it is that you need to do in order to help yourself out here. Yes, this is lovely, because I feel like part of it is you just don't feel appreciated. You don't feel like people are, even when you kind of say, I'm tired and I need some help, I feel like you think people are not validating what you're saying, right? Once again, I think it's partly the way that you may be expressing this, but it's partly because it's kind of like you may not be clearly communicating what it is that you want. You may be generally saying, oh my goodness, this is wearing me down. I need you all to help, right? But they're kind of like, well, how do we help? It's not that they're not willing to help. They're just kind of like, yeah, but you do it so well, Aquarius, or you enjoy doing it. What do you mean? What might be a little bit more productive is to say, okay, I am going to have, the Christmas tree delivered and put in the stand, and it will be in the corner, and all of you are going to decorate it. It's like something like that, like being specific. I am going to cook the Christmas turkey or ham or whatever you may celebrate with, right? And all of you are going to do the sides. It's kind of like almost getting specific. But the reason that you haven't done this is because I feel like you haven't perhaps used your intuition to help guide you about what it is that you would like for other people to do, to help, right? You may be generalizing instead of being really specific in what you want other people to do. So, and I know that may not resonate with everybody, but it helps you to move on from the turbulence in the situation to calmer waters so that you can enjoy, this last couple of weeks of the year. I really love this energy because it's on your path. And I think part of it is, just stepping into realizing I have a voice and I can use it to express how I am feeling. But first, I have to get in touch with my own feelings, All right, so let's go ahead and pull a soul truth card for you. And Aquarius, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, am I afraid to be seen? Yeah, the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Okay, so the message I got there is that you're giving so much time and energy, okay, to people that you love, right? Or a situation that is passionate to you, right? But it's not leaving you enough time in order to go and, explore your own, hobbies or interests, perhaps businesses that you would like to try on the side. You're putting so much time and energy into keeping something glued together that you don't have the freedom to go and enjoy the things that you would really like to explore, the adventures you'd like to go on. And that's what this is. It's kind of like almost like, one of those life lessons. You're being pushed up to this point. And it's kind of like, okay, I've got to make a change. If I do want to have more fun, to enjoy my life more, right? What needs to change? And then expressing specifically what you would like perhaps for other people in your life to do, or just setting that healthy boundary. This is what I am going to do. Right? If there's anything else you would like to have involved, with our celebration here, then you can fill those gaps in. But this is what I am willing to do, So really interesting reading. I really like this one because I think it's something we can all learn from. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.